as I like to refer to Iron Man, is Fatmaku.
Why are you saying made-up words?
Fatmaku is an acronym for Father of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It sounds like a character in The Lion King. Exactly.
Like milk or something like that.
I do not. I say the opposite of Yahoo when it defaults to Yahoo.
Booyah. Ooh. That's what Yahoo.
That's Yahoo spelled backwards, right?
Ooh-I. Ooh-I. Ooh-I.
Ooh.
Ooh-I.
Ooh-hey.
Ooh-hey. Ooh-hey, mate. Sounds like Swedish. Ooh-hey.
Yep. Oh, man. This is episode 99. All sports all the time.
Big ol' 99.
My computer...
Aaron Judge episode.
Yes. And Jerome Brown. Aaron
Sure.
Donald.
Sure. All the Aarons. Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. My computer, for some reason, defaults to Yahoo whenever I search anything, and I don't know why.
And he ends up saying, "Ooh hey."
It's very frustrating. Well,
Yahoo.
you say that.
No, you say.
Ooh.
You literally.
I said I say
you
the
have
opposite.
it on camera.
I said I say the opposite, but I didn't actually.
Okay.
Never mind.
Hot take of the year.
That didn't go very
Hot
well.
take.
Whoa! What? I was not prepared for this. Okay.
Actually, hold on. I need to do my research first.
We hit the ground running. What? You can't say hot take of the year and then make us wait and say, wait, I have to research this.
No.
Hot takes are not research.
I saw it, and I know what it is. I just, I don't know why they said that. So I want to look to make sure I want to give the correct information before.
What?
Hot take time.
All right, there we go. What do
Hot
we got?
take. Are you ready?
All right.
The Super
yes.
Bowl champion
Oh.
for the 2021 NFL season is.
I've seen this. Not to ruin it, but I have seen this.
What is it?
The Los Angeles
Chargers.
Yep.
They're going all the way.
It's a bunch of strange coincidences.
They are going all the way. The Chargers are winning the Super Bowl.
List the things that make this happen.
Last season, the Buccaneers finished 7-9. They drafted overall with the 13th pick, defensive back named after his All-Pro.
No, wait. With the 13th pick, they took an offensive tackle. With their second-round pick, they took a defensive back named after his father.
Oh, yeah. 13th overall pick, and then a second-round defensive back named after his All-Pro father. I misread that.
And then...
Oh, there's more.
They also had the Super Bowl being played in
their
home
own stadium.
Yes. Which this year...
The Chargers are winning the
Super
Super Bowl. I have money on them right now.
You do?
No.
You're not legally allowed to gamble.
I don't have money on them.
That's illegal.
But I mentally have money on them.
Mental money.
You can't arrest my mind.
Luke just created new currency. You've heard of Bitcoin? That is way in the past. We have mental money. It's a thing, trust me. That's what Parker has mental money invested in cards constantly.
If you believe you have money in your mind, then you have it.
Because if you believe it, you can make it happen. I don't know why I rubbed my cheekbones when I did that.
It's your temple.
I thought your temple was up here. I rubbed my lower temple.
I think it's more like over here.
I rubbed the bottom of my temple. Yeah. So this is episode 99. Parker is unfortunately not with us, but he will be back next week to celebrate episode 100. No, don't say that. I thought you were going to say he's no longer with us, but passed away is even worse.
Just kidding. He'll be back.
Like he passed out or died.
He did
neither of those things. He's just not feeling very well.
Passed out.
Kind of.
Yeah.
But not passed out. Anyway, he'll hopefully be back for episode 100.
Hundo.
We still don't really know what we're doing for that. We have two things planned.
Well, you can't say that. You can say we have big plans. And
we need help coming up with stuff. So if anybody has ideas.
We have ideas.
You do?
No.
Well, okay. Very helpful. We have two things that we know we're going to do, but that doesn't consist of a whole episode, so... We'll figure something out, I'm sure.
I would say so.
And if we don't, it'll just be a regular episode, I guess, with those two things.
No, it will never be a regular episode.
Never mind.
Ever.
Doing something a little bit different, not in preparation for episode 100 or anything, just because, one, sports, a little bit slow right now, and two, in case you hadn't noticed, Parker and Luke are slightly, just a little bit obsessed with Marvel.
I wouldn't say obsessed. I'd say deeply
One time-
involved mentally.
You have a lot of mental money invested in Marvel, if you
Yes,
could.
I would.
I would summarize Luke's Marvel fandom in a quote from, I would guess, roughly like 40 episodes ago, in which you said, quote, "Marvel is my one true love in life." And then immediately walked it back, but you did say it at one point. And
Marvel
then
is great.
Luke has indoctrinated Parker. He has led
Over
him
quarantine.
into the cult.
Cult. What do you mean cult?
It's a cult.
It's not a cult.
I'm looking up the definition of cult and comparing it to you guys with Marvel. A system of veneration and devotion directed towards a particular figure or object. Well, now we have to figure out what veneration is, but this sounds an awful like you guys and Marvel. Second search, what does veneration mean? It is worship or honoring. So,
We do not-
a cult
I do
is a
not-
system of worship or honoring and devotion. Okay, so
I don't worship Marvel.
a system...
I worship Jesus Christ.
True. That's not a cult either, though.
No.
Christianity is not a cult. Let's
It's
say
a religion.
that. Let's get that out there right now. A system of devotion directed towards a particular figure or object.
Jesus is beyond a figure or object.
I would no. We're not. No, your Marvel fandom is
Oh.
like that.
No, I don't worship Marvel.
No. Just devotion directed towards a particular figure.
I am devoting my life towards Marvel, yes.
It's a cult.
But it's not worship!
That's all I need. No, there. Good call distinguishing that difference. Yes, yeah. I'd say it's more of an obsession.
I would agree with... Well, as much as I don't like to call it an obsession, it's an obsession.
It's an obsession.
Yes.
definitely.
Should I include Marvel some way in my DBQ and LEQ on Monday for my AP history exam?
Sure. How would you do that?
I don't know.
Also, what's a DBQ?
Document-based question.
Ah, nice. Love a good DBQ. It sounds like it's a fun barbecue type phrase, and then they get
Then
you
you have
with
to
it.
read 7
Actually, oh
documents
wait, no, I've heard
and then
that
write
before.
5-paragraph essay about it.
Yeah, that's always fun. All right, so Luke and Parker are in a semi-cult. I think we can agree as a happy medium. It's a salt.
What? No, it's not assault.
Semi-cult. Salt.
Yeah, but the way you said it's assault, you made it sound like I'm assaulting something.
There's a U. Like if I had just abbreviated assault.
Yeah.
It's assault. It's a It's a. Oh, I see what you. Now I see
Took
it.
you long enough.
I just was thinking salt, and like what if
No,
I abbreviate-
assault, like the
yeah.
illegal thing.
Parker and Luke are in a Marvel salt. Parker and Luke are very into Marvel. I would say you're more into it than Parker, but he's catching up. You're only into it more than him because
I've been into it longer.
yes,
Yeah.
Luke had a head start.
So I mean, I wouldn't say how is it? Is
Parker's
it possibly
catching up.
into something like I'd say me and Parker are both very into it. I think Parker's
Oh, yeah.
just lagging behind a little bit just because I've been into it longer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not that I'm more into it than him. It's just that
You're a seasoned vet.
I'm a seasoned vet.
You've
Yeah,
been a
it's
part
like-
of the salt longer.
It's like, for example, you've got Tom Brady and you've got Patrick Mahomes. They're both super into football.
Are you comparing your Marvel fandom to Tom Brady?
Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. They're both super into football. But is Tom Brady more into football? Not necessarily. He's just a seasoned vet. He's just been in it longer.
Yeah, nothing Mahomes can
So
do.
I am Tom
love
Brady
that.
and Parker is Patrick Mahomes.
That is wow. That's right. Luke is the Tom Brady of Marvel fans. That's an episode
I
title
would say
right there.
probably not.
I'm writing that down.
Parker's gonna be very confused when he sees this.
Who is the Tom Brady of Marvel fans? Also, we're saying Parker is the Patrick Mahomes of Marvel fans, which is
Kevin Feige.
also pretty.
I would say Kevin Feige.
How do you know that just immediately? This is again. Sorry, go. This is just proving the obsession.
Well,
Who's Kevin Feige?
He's like the owner of Marvel, and he was an extreme Marvel fan before he owned it.
Oh,
So-
that's cool. He was a fan and then he bought it.
and then he bought Marvel, and so I'd give him the Tom Brady.
The segment is very simple. So Parker and Luke were tasked with each constructing their top 10 Marvel characters. Luke, of course,
So did Parker. He did top 20 as well.
decided to, well, Parker did it, but I'm assuming he was going to trim it down. But they both went above and beyond and created top 20s. Luke has both of their lists.
So I think our plan is to just read the top 15, just kind of go through them. Not a ton of breakdown, just a little comparison. And then we'll break down our top 5.
So here we go.
Oh, he's 22. What?
Disregard the other two. The 20th best Marvel character, according to Parker, is
Falcon. Sam Wilson, played by Anthony Mackie. Oh yeah.
All right. I don't.
And then,
I don't have anything to say about that.
My 20th best is Vision.
Okay.
Played
19.
by Paul Bettany. I don't need to read it.
I'll just say the numbers. That'll be my role
Parker.
here.
And Parker's got Hawkeye. And I've got Ant-Man.
18.
Parker's got Ant-Man. And I've got Nick Fury.
17.
Parker's got Rocket. And I've got Luis.
Don't know who either of those people are. 16.
Rocket is the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, actually,
Luis
I do know
is
who
the
that is.
really fast talking guy from Ant-Man.
Don't know who that is.
Really funny character.
All right, 16.
Parker has Nick Fury, and I have Captain Marvel.
15.
Parker's got Vision, and I've got Scarlet Witch.
14.
Parker's got Hulk, and I've got the Dora Milaje.
Don't know who that is. Also, seems like a low ranking for Hulk, Parker.
Hulk's not even on my list.
What? Wow, I thought Hulk
not
was
a great
one of
character.
the popular ones.
I mean, he's like meh. Especially after they turn him
news to me.
Especially if they turn him into Smart Hulk. That was just gross.
You don't like smart people, Luke. 13.
Parker has Groot, and I have Star-Lord.
Both very great names. 12.
Parker has Star-Lord, and I have Juan.
They still haven't lined up. Hopefully they will overlap at some point in the top 10. 11.
Parker has Winter Soldier, and I have Groot.
10.
Parker has Black Panther, and I have Black Panther!
Hey! There
number
it is!
10.
Success. That was really all we needed. I don't think we need to hear the rest. 9.
Parker has Thanos, I have Black Widow.
8.
Parker has Black Widow, I have Hawkeye.
7.
Parker has Scarlet Witch, I have Falcon.
6.
Parker has Doctor Strange, I have Doctor Strange!
Whoa!
And that leaves...
There we go! Top
Subir
4
Cinco.
now. The what?
The Encima Cinco.
Oh, wait, that was 6? Yeah, I thought that was the 5th one that you guys let.
No.
Number 5.
Okay, Parker's...
Top 5.
I'm going to break down these a little bit,
Right.
and I'm going to try
let's
down...
just say the names first, and then we can go back.
I'm just going to read Parker's... Actually, no, I'll just go back and forth. Parker's...
Number 5.
Oh, man! I got to adjust my list.
Oh, whoa.
There's a character I forgot
Hold
about.
on.
There's a character
Luke forgot a character.
Where do I want to put him? What? Like, it's a great character. But...
Who did you... Wait, do you want to tell us who you
Yeah,
forgot?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
do you want to put him in and then... Well,
No, I'll tell you. I legitimately... I don't... So, maybe Parker was looking at a list of people. I was not. I was doing this on the car ride here.
excuses.
I forgot about Spider-Man.
Oh,
Great
my
character.
word.
Don't know how I forgot about him.
What?
He would definitely be in my top 5. I can
Blasphemy.
guarantee you that.
Goodness.
You're
If there are
going
Marvel fans listening to this, I say you guys kick Luke out of the Salt.
Okay.
I say you guys assault Luke.
No,
for
please
getting
do not assault
Spider-Man.
Again,
Kick him out of the
I'd
Salt.
like to
This
say
is
how I've seen
ridiculous.
all 3 franchises of his movies. Parker probably is not.
Clearly, they didn't have an impact on you because you didn't remember him.
Well, the first 2
So-
franchises were really bad.
And there it is, more blasphemy against Spider-Man. Why don't you just forget him and not
Tom
put him in
Holland
your
is the
top
only
20
good
anyway?
Spider-Man.
So-
Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield portrayed him horribly.
Wow. So first he forgets about Spider-Man, and then to apologize, he trashes the character.
No,
This is
I
really
said
going
Tom
downhill,
Holland
Luke.
is great.
Jeez.
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire did terrible.
Wow. So you're trashing 66% of Spider-Man.
No, I'm
Two-thirds.
trashing Sony's Spider-Man
That-
because the other 2 were produced by Sony, I believe,
Mm,
and this one was actually produced by Marvel.
right. Sure it was. So Marvel just stole Spider-Man.
No, they bought him.
Well, okay. Then pretty much the same thing.
If I walk into a store, shove a candy bar in my pocket, and walk out, that is stealing. If I walk into a store, get a candy bar, take it to the counter, and buy it,
Pretty much the same thing.
that is buying something, not stealing. How is that the same thing?
That is if there was only one candy bar that was created by somebody, and you were just like,
Stan-
you know what, I'm gonna buy that.
Stan Lee created Spider-Man.
Yes.
Sony used Spider-Man. And then Marvel bought Spider-Man back.
Number 5.
And me and Parker have the same number 5, Spider-Man, the forgotten one for me, sadly.
That's the next Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man, the Forgotten One.
Actually, I feel like I don't remember what the title is, but I feel like
Why are we looking so much stuff up? I don't know what's happening this episode. There's going to be a lot of edited out
it's not
silence
Forgotten
of
Home,
us.
it's No Way
looking at-
Home. Sorry.
Can't believe you didn't know that either.
Okay, number
4.
I'm not gonna break that one down. It's kind of self-said. Spider-Man is just a wonderful character. He's so funny. He's great to watch.
We can do breakdowns
Young.
after we go.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're going through it, and then
Yeah.
we're breaking it.
Yeah.
Number 4, Parker has Loki, and I have Captain America.
Number 3.
Parker has Thor, and I have Thor.
Hey! Another,
Lineup
what are we calling the overlap?
overlap. Sure.
That. Number 2.
We both have Iron Man.
Wow, another overlap. Samey. A samey. That's what we're going to call that.
Samey, okay.
It's a samey. And, according to Parker Wolf and Luke Paglia, the number 1 greatest Marvel character of all time.
Parker has Captain America, a.k.a. Steve Rogers, a.k.a. Chris Evans.
And Luke has...
Loki, a.k.a. Tom
Why
Hiddleston.
in the world would you ever have a villain as your number 1 character?
Loki is not a villain. Loki is a hero by definition.
Yeah, he's a villain.
He's a hero by definition. And do you want to know why he's a hero by definition?
Did he or did he not try to kill people?
He committed genocide in New York. That's beside the point.
Villain.
No. Listen, you want to hear me?
It's
He's
very
a hero.
simple.
A hero is another name for a submarine. Sub for short. A sub is a type of sandwich. A sandwich has meat on it. Do you want to know what Loki did to Thor when he was younger? He turned into a snake and bit Thor. Do you want to know what snakes do? They eat frogs. Do you want to know what frogs do? They eat flies. Do you want to know what flies do? They suck the blood out of pigs. Do you want to know what that makes them? It makes them part fly. So that flies are actually pork. And pork goes on sandwiches. Therefore, Loki is a hero. I will see you next time.
How did that circle back to the sandwich? I don't get it.
Because a fly turns into pork because it's pig meat.
Yeah.
And pork goes on sandwiches. And a sandwich
So
is a
because
hero.
a fly has pig blood, it's pork?
Yes.
So if I were to give you a fly, you would say, oh, this is a delicious piece of pork.
Yes. Whether Loki is a hero or not, that is debatable. Hero is a subjective term. But
No, I'd say it's pretty
no, it's
clear
a subjective
cut
term.
if a guy's a bad guy
No,
or not.
it's a subjective term. But Loki is my all-time favorite Marvel character. It is undoubtable. I just love him so much. I cannot wait for his show coming up in
You
June
love
11th.
a villain?
He is an amazing character. Tom Hiddleston portrays
All right.
him so impeccably.
We're not saying how good of an actor the person is. We're saying how good the character is.
Exactly. The
Well,
character
this is not the best Marvel actors. This is the best Marvel characters.
and Loki is one of the best Marvel characters.
One
in
of
my-
the best.
Is the
You didn't
best.
even say he's the
Okay,
best.
he is the best with a close top 5. The top 5 is so close, but
We're
Loki
putting this
Loki takes the top.
on the poll. Is Loki a
People
hero
are going to say no
or
because
a
they
villain?
don't really have the.
He's a villain.
A villain can be an amazing character. Yes, Loki is technically a villain. He committed genocide multiple times.
Technically a villain.
Yes, he is technically a villain, but in my
Definitely a
heart,
villain.
he is a hero.
Why? Other than your weird long explanation of connecting things.
No. He's actually not a hero at all.
Okay.
That's hard to
That
argue.
was all I needed.
But he is an amazing character. Okay.
Okay, so the consensus top 5. I'll kind of sit back and let you take it away. I might throw in a couple of snarky comments to make fun of Marvel in general, but I'll
Yeah.
just let you do a breakdown of you and Parker's consensus top 5.
Number 5, Spider-Man. Great character. Was not portrayed well by Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in the early Spider-Man movies. They were not bad movies, but they weren't great. I would say that the new movies are so much better, the ones that are created by Marvel, because Marvel is better than everything else. Spider-Man, great character. Developed well over the last two movies. Kind of left a cliffhanger in the last movie where he's now a wanted person and probably is going to go to jail. But they're not going to let that happen.
What?
You have to watch the movie to understand.
Oh, my word.
They're probably not going to let that happen. And great character, funny guy. I think Spider-Man. I think number 5 for Spider-Man is a very reasonable place for him.
I'm surprised you remembered all of that. Because you forgot. Earlier.
I know!
Number 4.
Thor. One of my all-time...
Thor and Thor, it rhymes.
One of my all-time favorite Marvel characters. I probably would have had this higher had they not messed him up in Avengers Endgame. The portrayal of Thor in Avengers Endgame really skewed my vision of Thor.
What did they do to him?
They made him fat.
Wow, so you're just shaming him for being fat, Luke.
Well, no, he wasn't actually fat. He was wearing a fat suit.
Well, yeah, but in the movie, he was fat.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
So you're shaming his character for being fat.
Not exactly. I didn't mind.
That's
At first, it was funny because, like, after the snap in Infinity War, he had kind of gone into a phase of depression where he only drank beer and played video games 24/7 in New Asgard. And so I thought, oh, this is funny. So, like, when it first came up, and I'm like, okay. And when he grabbed his hammer, I thought it was going to be, like, lightning strikes him, he gets all buff again, wears the armor. And I thought
that's not realistic at all.
Actually,
people have to work to regain
that's
their muscle
very
mass.
realistic. He did a similar thing in Thor, the first movie, Thor movie, where he was all injured and terrible, bruised up, and was about to die and get blazed by a giant fire throwing monster.
Get blazed
by a giant fire blowing monster.
Burnt to death.
Either way,
Get blazed.
But
sounds
then
way cooler.
he grabs his
sorry.
hammer. He gets shackled in all his armor, and he is like all better all of a sudden. So I thought he'd grab his hammer, get lightninged back to just regular, good old Thor that we all love. But he stayed fat for the entire movie, and it killed his vibe. Like, I mean, it was not great. I did not enjoy that portrayal of Thor. I'm hoping that when we see him in Guardians Volume 3, that he'll be back to normal. And if we see him in Thor Love and Thunder, I hope he's back to normal then as well.
So you only appreciate superheroes that are jacked?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this portrayal of Thor, personally, I did not enjoy.
Name me a fat superhero you do enjoy.
Juan.
Oh,
Juan's not really fat.
There's a fat
he's a little
superhero?
bigger. He's a little bigger. But he's not fat, I would say.
Also, his name's Juan. Is he really a super? Are you really a superhero if your name's
Yes!
Juan?
Juan is... he loves
no,
Beyonce, and he's one of the greatest characters in Marvel.
And that's why he made your top 10.
He made... Well, I think it was like top 15.
Exactly. If your name's Juan, you can't be a superhero. I'm gonna... If there's a take I have in this whole Marvel time, that is my take. I'm standing on it. Number 3.
Captain America. Captain America is a classic. I mean, he's, like, from the beginning, Captain America the First Avenger, kind of the first, like, not the first movie, but one of the first superheroes to be a thing. Like, if you're following Marvel chronologically, in the early 1900s, I think. Around, not early, I'd say 1940s, like World War II era. So, like, one of the first superheroes ever. Kind of like started the superheroes for the Marvel timeline, and I think it was just a great development, especially with Peggy Carter leading to Sharon Carter, which played a big role in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as well as the Captain America movies. I think Captain America just had good development over time. One of my favorite things about him, he kind of kept his morals. He didn't really change from that 1940 Captain America to the current 2021 or 2026, whatever timeline they're in right now, because there was a 5-year gap between the snap and them coming back, so it kind of.
So you don't know what time period it is?
I believe they're late.
That's confusing.
I believe they're late 2020s, but I don't know exactly. I'd have to double check.
Okay.
So yeah, great character, developed well over all the movies. Kind of stayed similar in his morals and values, just got better at
What are
everything.
his
And his
morals and
suits are
values?
usually so cool. Just I don't know, just like a good person.
Fair enough. Number 2. Someone with good morals and values.
No. Well, actually, yeah. Loki. What my all-time favorite Marvel character. Parker had him in his top 5, so I'll accept it. Parker had him at 4, I had him at 1. The reason he fell to 2 is just kind of the way things lined up. It just made more sense for him to be at 2 than at 3, because I think we both had Captain America around 3. I don't know. But either way, Loki, amazing character in my eyes. My favorite, one of Parker's favorites, obviously. He's such a, like, misogynistic, mischievous, just like...
You're really describing a great character here.
No, but the way he's portrayed in the first movie...
You love to hate him?
No, I don't hate him. I love him.
You hate to love him. Love-hate relationship?
No, I just love him.
Just entirely... Okay.
No, in the first movie, Loki was portrayed as, like, a complete villain. Like, in other movies he was portrayed... They give him heroic qualities, but, like, in the first movie, just straight villain, kind of... was cruel to Thor, caused him to get cast out of Asgard, and sent a fire-breathing monster
to blaze him.
A giant metal fire-breathing monster to blaze him, who basically opened up his face and shot fire at Thor.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome. Great fight scene, by the way. So Loki was just kind of this awful character. I don't know how many people actually truly liked him after that movie, because it was just so... He was just not a good person.
You were with Loki
No,
all the
not
way.
yet, not yet.
You never left his side.
That is not true. It was only in, I would say, probably Thor Ragnarok that I really found a love for Loki. After Thor Ragnarok, I was like, Loki is hands down my favorite character. I started to like him in Thor: The Dark World, which all around was not a great movie. It was not a bad movie, but not a great movie. Yeah, Loki. After that movie, I'm like, okay, I think I can appreciate him. It was after the it was the movie after the attack on New York in 2012, and
Of course,
yeah. And he was in prison on Asgard, and Thor broke him out of prison to go fight the Dark Elves. I can't talk.
sounds racist.
The Dark Elves, and
Also, they don't sound very scary. We gotta go fight the elves, guys.
And so Thor broke Loki out of prison to help him with that, and Loki, while he made some mischievous acts, did some good things, did some bad things in this movie, and I was like, okay, I can appreciate Loki a little bit. Like, not all around a terrible character, still willing to help out, and it worked well with Thor. They pulled a good prank where Loki cut off Thor's hand and tricked the guys, but it was all
brothers. Am I right?
But it was all Loki has the powers to like manipulate vision and stuff, like, so he was able to like make it look like it, but it didn't actually happen. Anyway, great character. I love Loki. Yeah. After Thor Ragnarok, he just skyrocketed, and then he died.
Or did he, as we covered last episode?
There are theories that he did not actually die, so I'm really hoping those theories are correct. But anyway, but he could also be back, because in Avengers Endgame, he stole the Tesseract and slipped out, and that's what Loki, the TV show, is all about. So we have to wait till then.
This makes no sense. All right,
Number 1. The consensus was Iron Man. Such a great character. You can't hate Iron Man. There's nothing about him to hate.
Try me. No, I don't. I was gonna try to think of something, and I actually couldn't.
Exactly.
He's just kind of he's a don't appreciate him as a character, because I'd more appreciate the underdog made it out of the streets, the dirt, whatever you want to call it, out of the mud. And he's just a rich guy, and like, sure, he's smart, but do you really want your favorite character to just be a billionaire guy? I don't think so.
Genius, playboy, billionaire,
exactly.
philanthropist.
Yeah. Well, when you throw in philanthropist, it makes it sound better. I prefer to just say billionaire, potentially trillionaire.
Genius, playboy.
And it's like, do you really want that to be your guy? Just some rich dude?
Yes.
Who just flies around in his metal clothes?
As I like to refer...
Iron Man.
To Iron Man is Fatmaku.
Why are you saying made-up words?
Fatmaku is an acronym for Father of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
You created this, or did somebody else?
No, I created this just about 10 seconds ago.
Wow. I'm impressed that you formulated that in your head.
Yeah.
Sorry, I tried to think of something snarky to say for that.
I don't know.
There's
Parker would probably agree with calling him Fatmaku.
Please stop saying that.
But the reason...
Sounds like a character in The Lion King.
The reason I like to refer to Iron Man as Fatmaku is because in 2008, he gave birth.
What?
Or maybe it's Matmaku.
Why did you pause after saying he gave birth?
Because father of the Marvel,
not the right place.
fathers can't give birth. Maybe it's
Don't get
mother.
caught up in it.
Anyway, he gave birth to the Marvel Cinematic Universe by being the star actor for Iron Man in the first ever.
You could have
Or,
just said
like,
he fathered the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, but that's not as fun.
Okay.
But like, it was like one of the first ever like Marvel movies in the like franchise phase 4 long thing.
Franchise Phase 4 long thing.
Yes.
Acronym that. Full.
Anyway, he kind of birthed it all. He let it happen, and man, did it happen. After that, the movie was so successful that they were just like, well, we got to do more. And it turned into this 23 long movie franchise that is just growing
people have
every
become obsessed with.
single day.
He
And
created
that is
Assault.
all exactly. And and I think we probably shouldn't say that. I think he got arrested for assault in his younger days.
He created the Assault.
Yes. And he is an unforgettable character. Robert Downey Jr. did an amazing job throughout the years, and that is why Iron Man is such a great character. He's lovable. He's got humor. He's got his downfalls at points during movies, but he always picks back up. Every movie, every suit that he's ever created has been incredible, and it just gets better every single time.
He always picks himself back up. Didn't he die?
That's not... That's...
So, does he always pick himself back up? I'm trying to play devil's advocate against Iron Man, and it's really hard, okay?
And he just was an amazing character, and I can guarantee you that watching Avengers Endgame brought tears to many Marvel fans' eyes, including my own.
Which part?
When he died in Avengers Endgame.
Wow.
Very, very sad, heartbreaking scene. It was one of the hardest moments to see one of the best Marvel characters go.
Where would you rank it in worst moments of your life?
That's so... Definitely number 3.
Whoa, geez.
No, I'm joking.
No, we don't have
I'm joking.
That's not.
I'm joking. No, I would... I
The way you did that so quickly.
No, it wasn't like...
We're not going to go into
Like, it was...
works, Luke.
It was
Luke's
extremely
worst
sad, but it was
life
necessary.
moments.
It's something...
Like
it
Loki?
had to happen. What?
Like Loki.
That makes...
He's terrible, but he had to happen.
No. It was a terrible thing to happen, but it was something that needed to happen. It was kind of the step forward, as one might say, because we needed to expand past the storyline of the original 5 Avengers, and we needed to keep on moving. That brought us the shows, that brought us the Phase 5 start, and that brought us so much more.
It's like a pyramid scheme.
And now,
Just keep bringing
now
in
with the
more
original
people.
5 out, my theory is that the Guardians of the Galaxy are going to kind of be the new 5. Maybe it could also be like between Scarlet Witch, Falcon, and the Winter Soldier. I think a lot of them could be part of the big 5 now. And there's, I don't know, maybe there's not going to be a big 5. Maybe it's going to be a lot more than 5. But anyway, I think to kind of phase out the old characters and bring in the new ones, as much as I hate it because I loved the old characters, it is a necessary step that Marvel needs to take.
Speaking of necessary steps you need to take, call JG Graybill.
Yes!
717-768-3276. It's a necessary step because if your plumbing is broken and you need to replace it, or if you just need new plumbing systems when you're renovating.
If Loki commits genocide on your plumbing.
Yep. Or if the superheroes destroy it while saving the world from another
Do you want to know what JG Graybill is to me?
Oh, boy.
Loki.
No, you just compared J.G. Graybill to a villain.
No, it's not that.
J.G. Graybill is Iron Man,
Loki
greatest character
Loki
ever.
Loki is my favorite Marvel character. J.G. Graybill is my favorite
J.G.
plumbing
Graybill
company.
is Iron Man.
Okay, we'll give him Iron Man.
They're Iron Man.
J.G. Graybill, call them with your plumbing needs and mention All Sports All the Time to receive $25 where you can get a nice MacBook.
That's not
if you save $25 a lot of times.
Yeah, but not all from J.G. Grable. They're like Iron Man because Iron Man builds stuff.
He does.
He makes
there was
stuff,
an underwater.
and they make plumbing
There was an
systems
underwater.
for you.
There was an underwater pipe scene in one of the Iron Man
And
movies.
you said he fixes his suits to make new ones. They can do that with your plumbing too. They can fix it. They can make new ones. I wouldn't say they're rich like Iron Man though, so it kind of comes to a stop there. But go to their website www.jggrable.com or give them a call again 717-768-3276. And like Luke said, mention All Sports All the Time for $25 off. All of that Marvel talk was brought to you by J.G. Grable. I don't know when we started, but I feel like that went for a
That was a long time.
long time. Teaser for episode 100. My bottom 5 worst Marvel characters of all time.
Who he said I wouldn't know, but he only named one, and I knew him right away.
I was shocked that Luke knew who Howard the Duck is. We're gonna cut it there. They can't know anymore.
No.
Yup, I agree. All right, headlines this week. Philadelphia sports are doing pretty well.
I gotta
say.
so.
Finally getting into the sports talk. The Phillies, Luke wearing his Phillies
Repping the gear.
Bryce Harper shirt.
This is actually not my Bryce Harper.
It's confusing. You have two that look exactly the same.
They're not exactly the
The
same.
one is Harper, the one is blank.
The other one has a blue outline. This one has a gray outline.
Oh, my bad. The Phillies are on a 5-game winning streak. They swept the Brewers, and they beat the Braves as of this recording. By the time this comes out, they will have played 2 more games, so they could be on a 7-game winning streak. Knocking on wood again. Yeah. If they sweep the Braves as well as the Brewers. They're in first place in the East. Are you just going to... Okay.
You just keep jinxing it,
The
man.
Phillies are playing really well. Gene Segura just came back. Bryce Harper just came back.
Yes,
they're
it's
firing
all
on all
amazing.
cylinders.
Today is going to be a great day.
It is. Because it's a Monday. And the Phillies are still in first place in the NL East, I hope. The Sixers are
Also
almost,
on fire.
Yes,
Are they?
yes, they are. They are within reach of locking up the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Nets have just fallen apart. The Bucks are still just lagging behind the Sixers because the Sixers have been winning so many games. It looks like they're going to get that 1 seed, which is huge, as we talked about a few weeks ago, because then in the second round, the Nets and the Bucks will play each other, and the Sixers get to play the 4 seed, which will most likely be the Knicks or the Hawks or somebody, and we'd much rather play them. So, looking pretty good in Philadelphia
I'd say
sports.
so myself.
Who's your favorite player on the Phillies this year? Other Bryce and JT are your favorites,
Yes.
right?
It's
I
hard
would
to pick
say
one.
Aaron Nola. My top
Are you asking
3.
me to pick one over, other than Bryce and JT?
It changes for me per year. Like there's the solid. I have a big 3. I have Aaron Nola, JT, and Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
But then there's guys like every year that it's kind of like, oh, this guy's really fun this year. And for this year, for me, it's Nick Maton. Love this kid. Came in when Gene got hurt. He's been playing second base and just does not stop hitting. They're probably going to keep him in the lineup just because he doesn't stop hitting.
Yeah.
Big fan of Nick.
You know who's been on my radar this year who kind of wasn't just not good last year? Rhys Hoskins. He kind of...
Bounce back season.
Yeah, seriously. Last season, he was just in a big slump most of the season. I mean,
Yeah.
he was just doing really bad. And it was really disappointing because he played well this season before, and there were just high hopes for him last season, and it was not there. And so this season,
That's a good one.
I feel like it almost the first few games started out kind of slow, and then he just took off. Rhys Hoskins was leading the MLB in home runs for a little while. I don't think he is anymore.
No, he's
But
still up there, though.
He's up there, but he's had some really good games lately. He's been hitting really well, and I mean, he's just been up there for me this year.
Feeling good
another
about the Phillies.
character. I'm still on Marvel. Another player, Andrew Knapp.
Best backup catcher in the league.
Oh my gosh,
We have the best catcher in the league and the best backup catcher.
He could easily be a starting catcher on any MLB team right now.
We'll probably trade him because he's worth a lot.
Yeah, sadly.
But while we have him.
But I mean, what a guy. That's all I can say. What a guy. He's been hitting well when he plays because obviously Real Muto is our starter. So when he's playing and he's in the lineup, he hits well. And I saw this play where it was a fly ball to the backstop, and he made a sliding on the knee catch on it, and it was a great catch. Yeah. I mean, that's tough for any starting catcher to make. For a backup catcher to make that catch, like, he's incredible.
His not
He's
only
incredible.
defensively, just his like rapport with the pitchers.
Yeah.
He caught Wheeler's complete game. He caught a bunch of really good games from Eflin. He seems to catch Eflin the most.
He's good at
But
calling
he's-
pitches,
yes.
from what I can tell.
He's been catching a bunch of great games for Phillies pitchers, and then the hitting, obviously, when he gets his chances, he puts it in play. He's a switch
he's
hitter,
got an
which
arm.
is really interesting.
He's got an arm.
Oh,
he
yeah,
can
that
throw
too.
the ball too.
Yes. You don't see switch hitters very often. He obviously, I'd say we have the best 1-2 punch at catcher I've
Oh,
ever
easily,
seen.
easily,
Because like
hands down.
there have been great catchers.
I
but
mean,
I don't think
you
I've
have
ever seen
you
this
have
type
some
of combo.
amazing catchers, and you can have like amazing players. But we've got the best catcher and like Owen said, the best backup catcher who could easily be a starter on most MLB teams.
They're also the most athletic. Like they're
They're
both
incredible.
fast
They're
and
fast.
strong. Like it's
They're-
impressive.
Those two catchers are crazy good,
Yeah.
and I love seeing that, especially on the Phillies. It's incredible. Wish
Luke-
you could play like two catchers at once.
Whoa. That's revolutionary right there. How would that?
Could you
How
transform
would that
Knapp
work?
into a left fielder? No.
I wish we could transform him into a center fielder because we need one of those.
Yeah.
Odubel Herrera's been hitting better, but the Phillies need a center fielder.
Yeah.
What a great team for you to root for as a catcher.
Yeah, having the two best catchers
There you go.
of their rank.
All right, because Marvel took so long, we're just going to do one more segment and then wrap this thing up. So it's going to be like 75% Marvel, 25%
But for all you
sports.
Marvelers out there, you're gonna love it.
Marvelers. What a marvelous episode, wouldn't you say? This is called Word Association. It's not a very creative name, but basically I have pulled up
Word
here...
Association Nation.
Sure. Yeah. This is called Word Association Nation. It's a bit of a tongue twister.
Or maybe just get out the word Association Nation.
Association Nation. Actually, yeah, I like that better. This is Association Nation, and I have pulled up a randomized list of adjectives. I'm going to read them to Luke
What does
one
that
by
even mean?
one.
Thick.
Yeah, there's some good adjectives. Just wait. There's some good ones. And I'm going to read them off, and Luke is going to just have to very quickly, first reaction, tell me what NFL team he associates that word with in his head. So, Luke,
Can there be repeat teams?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be very hard if we started narrowing them down. Yes, you can just, your first reaction.
Do I have to give why?
your gut instinct.
I'll-
No.
Oh, no.
No explanation. We're just going to go rapid fire.
Oh, here we go. You guys can interpret it your own ways.
Are we ready?
I am very ready.
Roasted.
The Jets.
Vigorous.
The Raiders.
Colorful.
The Vikings.
Special.
The Eagles.
Unruly.
The Patriots. With
Nor-
Tom Brady a few years ago.
Normal.
Um,
I'm sorry. That one just, it came up. The most normal NFL team.
the Broncos.
Sure. Perfect.
16-0 Patriots in 2016?
2007.
2007. That was a long time ago. I thought it was more recent.
Wrathful.
The Ravens.
Chivalrous. The exact opposite.
The Eagles.
Quaint.
The Panthers.
Cold.
The Packers.
Mysterious.
The Raiders again.
Guiltless.
The Patriots. With Tom Brady a few years ago.
Subdued.
The Patriots now.
Okay, yeah. That's good. Apathetic.
What does that even mean?
Like, very lazy.
Oh. The Jets.
Toothsome. I'm kidding. I
What
don't
does
know
that
what that
mean?
means.
Does that mean with teeth? Every NFL team.
I have no idea. Amazing. That's,
The Eagles.
yeah, good answer. Stormy.
The Seahawks.
Spooky.
The Raiders again.
Old.
The Colts with Adam Vinatieri.
Heavy.
Every O-line in the NFL.
Thick.
The Chiefs. Andy Reid.
Mean. The meanest slippery.
How was that even? The Niners. Remember, last season, they would just constantly slip on their own field and tear their ACLs and high ankle sprain themselves because of the new turf.
That's a great answer. Jittery.
I don't. What does it even like? How does that correlate?
Jittery is.
Yeah,
like,
I know what jittery means.
You're like not very calm and cool. You're always like stressed.
The Jaguars.
Okay. Shocking.
The Dolphins.
Sticky.
The Chiefs.
And the last one, acid. No, I'm kidding. That came up.
How is?
I skipped acid though. You're welcome. Actually, no. Let's acid.
The Browns.
Okay.
I don't know.
Last one, imaginary.
The Browns.
Oh my word. Okay. I don't know if I like this game anymore. I like that game.
That was fun. We've got to do the same thing with NBA and MLB as well.
Yes. Yeah, we'll have Parker do NBA. I could do MLB.
I feel like some of those
It's a
adjectives
fun
were
game.
perfect for those teams.
There were some.
And then
There's
some of
some
them
good
were
ones
just
in
like,
there.
what?
Some straight. Acid was a perfect one.
The Raiders, do you want to know what vibe they give me?
Secretive, mysterious,
Kind of
confusing.
like the old creepy
Rebellious.
guy with the really long beard and the black sweatshirt and the hood up walking down your street at like 3 in the morning.
That's a person? Have you seen this?
No.
Okay, good.
But like that gives the Raiders give me that kind of vibe. And Derek Carr just looks like the little kid from whatchamacallit, Toy
Story?
Yeah.
He does.
Like
I can't.
creepy and just weird.
He's. I
Kind
don't know if he looks creepy. That's
kind of freaky looking.
all right.
In my opinion.
I'm not gonna. You're the one putting it out there. So if Derek Carr ever finds out,
Sorry,
he's
Derek. I
going
still
straight
like to
you,
meet an
not
NFL
me.
player. So
Well, you don't want to meet Derek Carr now
Not really.
because he'll be in trouble. He'll find this. So that was episode 99, everybody.
9-9.
I don't
Donald,
think we'll
Aaron
have
Judge.
that much
This
Marvel
is the Aaron
discussion
episode.
ever again.
Probably
sure.
not. Sadly, Parker is sad that he probably that would have gone a lot longer if Parker was here.
True. That's true. Yeah. So thank you, Parker, for
Not being here.
no, that didn't sound right.
Just kidding.
Next week, episode 100, we'll
Yes.
have some big. I don't know if it'll be big. We'll do something
Grande.
fun, something different. I don't want it to be like an exactly normal episode. We'll do
Oh.
something to change things up. Did you just hit yourself with your microphone?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, there are a couple of things we know we'll be doing. If you have any ideas, let us know. Episode 100 will be different. Teaser for my bottom 5 Marvel characters. So we will be discussing Marvel, just
And
not as much.
Maybe we'll expand our episode beyond this amazing wall.
Who knows? Episode 100 next week. Thanks, guys.
Adios.